EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is James Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. On the slant, this is Chark. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They run. Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We're scoreless after 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball. Free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's at the 40, 20, 10.
Right down there.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 88 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Shark. Touchdown! DJ Shark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw is Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st down, Watson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Gold is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the run, it's Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. At the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, Mostert looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Jags grab it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's swung out to Mostert. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Mostert. And this time he is in. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead. And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react.
Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Here's Robinson again on second down. 7 yards there and a first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
15 line. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You got seam 6. You got ball, man.
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now, Watson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. The tackle made by Caleb on Chason. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Watson's going to throw it here. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.